wonder if the gods are watching me. Let's have a look. Taking on a tower with no siege engines. Wonderful.
Unshackled from shadows, she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Ketheric on the rooftop. In the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Ketheric will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave. This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed?
We move in and secure the ground floor first. Cut off all exits.
A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my Harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the General himself. Floric left some of her Flaming Fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise. Say the word, and we're off. At the ready, Harpers!
I said let's do this.
In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come. Ketheric will taste of death at last. Soon we'll find reckoning.
You dare show yourself here after all you've done? You have betrayed me, you have betrayed General Thorm, you have betrayed our god! And for what? These Harpers. Moonrise will be their tomb, and in death, you will all serve the Absolute.
Step aside, Zrel.
Where's the fun in that? Boys, make this traitor bleed.
On the way. I've missed this.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
watching me.
Ah, a little fun at last.
Jimmy on the go. I'll strip your bones clean.
Come at me!
Time to kill. Keep them guessing.
Where do I go from here? Swift as my feet can carry me. I'm heating up. Boom! Nothing will stand in my way. Very well.
I'll smear your Impero in her name.
Tactical.
Heading there.
On my way.
Never a dull moment.
Impero TV.
Soldier. So much for peace. Don't waste a step. On I go. Can't give up.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
That helped.
What's hiding here?
Yes.
Gods, it's hot in here. Say bye-bye. Knees high.
Look what we have here. Forever, pal. Eat it. Incoming. Blood comes easy these days. Still breathing, despite everything. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
I need healing.
Let's go.
I got this.
Cry about it. Can't even catch my breath. Light on my feet. survival is all that matters. Breathe deep and move.
Let's spill some blood.
Let's go. What now? Find a route. No choice but to keep going. Take you on. Yes. Over there. Time to push my luck again. Time to press ahead.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Let's have some courage.
Still on my feet. Ready to learn the hard way? I won't give in. Let's get this over with. Ready for another round? Under their noses. Another fight. Let's go.
Mortalis! Time!
I need your help.
Hungry for the slaughter. With finesse.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Ready for this?
Sounds like fun.
Now this is my happy place.
Time to get going.
Take cure off.
Fading fast. I need healing.
What path lies before me?
My faith protects me. Can't afford to stay out. I'm not going to last much longer. I wonder what the I'm not going to last much longer. Take cure.
What's cooking?
There is work to do. I must keep going.
I've got a long road ahead. These boots have seen everything.
Curious?
As long as we hold this floor, the tower is ours. I'll stay here. Ensure no one comes up or down without a scimitar welcome. You're close now. A final audience with Ketheric Thorm awaits.
Wish me luck.
May you strike like the viper and choke like the vine. Good luck. Come what may. We'll be the tempest.
Over here.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Can't slow down.
It's animated.
Close ranks.
Outmaneuver them. Feel their anguish.
Come on, can't stay idle. With haste.
What have you done? What have you done to me?
You're mortal again, Thorm. I've come to finish you.
Impossible. You are a thrall. A slave. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow! The prison. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break. You.
How good it is to see you again, Ketheric. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name. After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough! This ends, here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side! Blood comes easy these days. Team.
No surrender.
Focus your attack, soldiers!
To the death.
On the move.
My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
as sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
Nothing will stand in my way. I won't give in.
Time for a cull.
On my word. Open up.
Go for the throat.
Let's finish this.
Smell blood. Moving.
The dance macabre. Quickly.
What now?
All right, Karlak. It's go time.
Another fight. Let's go. Still on my feet.
Shall we dance?
Ready.
May the gods take you first.
My turn.
It's been
Seems
a
we
long
can't
day.
kill Ketheric
I'll need to
Thornton
rest
without
soon.
following him into the bowels of this place.
Here we go. Private word would be nice.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
What do you intend to do about Cazador's ritual?
Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure.
The great Gothic monstrosity has been inhabited by vampires this whole time?
I know. Subtle, isn't it?
Raphael's playing a dangerous game, giving you Mephistopheles' secrets?
Mephistopheles is one of the lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Open up. No time to dally.
I'd better take a peek.
Let's move. What's in here? will.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
You and your Harpers aren't coming?
Better they stay here, and hold the tower should Ketheric's army catch wind of our assault. But if you have room for one lone soldier, I would face Ketheric by your side.
Better you stay behind. I'll handle things from here.
As you wish. Good hunting.
How can I help?
Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Take Shadowheart's place.
Wonderful. Lead on, then.
Should mind my step.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
All of this, sitting beneath Moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go? What do I have to lose?
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
All right.
They're not attacking. Seems they think we're allies.
The stench!
Oh, I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
What is this place?
Nursery. Here they become.
Become what?
Part of one mind. 4 little feet dancing to same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
What did you do to all these people?
Chop, chop. Help them. Become.
I need to find your master, Ketheric.
Master. No. Down. Deep. 1 of 3. 1 of 3.
I'm going to enter his thoughts.
Pliant as well-worn boots, his mind turns to his work. Chop, cut, sword, shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming tadpoles, the unworthy ones given over to the illithids, to become.
Why don't I send you to join all these creatures you butchered?
Yes. Yes. Please.
Bet that will fit in my bag.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Whoa! Okay then.
Step quick.
So much for peace. At the ready.
This is gonna feel good.
Aye, aye.
Allow me to demonstrate. May it please, Mistra.
explosive. That's explosive. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! God, they're so stupid. Let's see.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
What? Wait, oh. What's this? Turn right?
Where do I go from here?
Bye forever, pal.
Witching hour. Torment.
Can't even catch my breath.
My turn. Got it.
Victory is assured. Indeed.
Oh, jeepers frickin' crow.
Time to find a way forward.
Heating up.
Let me recite their demise.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Ready for another round? You're not gonna like this, mate.
Unleash me.
Delicious.
Survival is all that matters. Another step forward.
Here we go.
Fuck yes.
No traps, please.
Ooh, look at all that.
Moving ahead. Here goes nothing.
Descend, assemble, prepare.
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. Trying to pull rank? And yet not a word of concern for our dear General. I shall present your bones to General Thorm as retribution for what you did to him!
Okay.
Of course. Shall we cut and run? Don't linger.
Heading out. No choice but to keep going. Best be on my way. Fall by my hand.
Trust no one.
Nice little nap.
Never a dull moment. How much farther can I go?
The moment comes. The absolute moves. Not design. Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
Better not be cursed.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
I have something to ask. No tadpoles in this brine pool.
There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
What to do? That pod.
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came!
Mizora? You are the devil you sent Will to rescue?
Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Mizora's life rests in your hands. Perhaps you could end Will's pact here and now.
Free will, or I'll let the cult infect you. I bet you'd make a loyal thrall.
Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine, I'll play your game. But I amend the pact. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearers' fulfillment of related obligation. Now, open the pod.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has two devices marked with illithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
I'm going to examine the device on the left.
You know this symbol from the Mind Flayer ship. It means annihilate.
Examine the device on the right.
You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
I'm going to connect my mind to the Unleash device and activate it.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months until he's free? You little rat.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
A full half of a year? You've got to be kidding.
Dead serious. Don't let the smile fool you. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. And ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
On my way. I should speak up.
The device releases a
Mind
stream
flayers
of
and
fragmented
civilians.
memories and emotions.
Side by side.
All that remains of the pod
This must be where
inhabitants'
they
former
infect and
self.
transform those they kidnap.
Your lungs burn.
Desperation,
The dry heat
pain,
of the fires
terror.
raging about you. Cultists raided his
not enough to
village.
diminish your swing.
He was the sole
One
survivor.
goblin
After another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravengard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply. This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravengard's search officer, Manep Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him. Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor.
Let's see what this does.
Amusement, curiosity, fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking. Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind. You see the streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the Flaming Fist, martial drills and courtly dances. You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander, and the intelligence of a commander who became a duke. Ravengard was here, in this pod not long ago. The device does not react to your presence.
Children.
Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs began to dissolve, she believed she could resist. The device does not react to your presence.
Avernus. The sky is burning.
You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond.
The Absolute.
In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity, the returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself.
The Absolute.
Delirium, mania, laughter. His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin fell from his face.
Trust in me.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command. to your authority.
I'm going to release.
Come on, can't stay idle. One day, I'll catch a break.
Got it.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, Please. The others. The ambush. Tell me they survived.
Some. Others ended up in a cell in Moonrise. That's on you.
Somehow I suspect it's worse even than you imagine. Likely you heard that I broke, or froze, or some other lie kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
For a moment, until you realized your reward would be a tadpole.
Until I realized what I'd done. Perhaps I fought. I don't recall. Either way, I was deemed unworthy of becoming a true soul. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketheric is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
Find your own people. They need you.
They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
Time to press ahead.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Descend!
A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless. A blur of noise and pain filtered through a newly born high mind, staggering fresh from the spawning pool. The elder wakes, the elder births anew! But all is not right. Down in the darkness where the elder stirs, something else moves too. 3 shining lights that taste of pain.
Descend, assemble.
Seems I can understand Illithid script. Thank you, Tadpole.
to enthrall so many that you'd need a Nautiloid fleet. My word.
Seems simple enough.
You have my attention. Let's give this a try.
Can't get
The impression device is already in place. All I have to do is hop on.
Don't waste a step. Cursed to put my hands on everything. Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
Mine too. It senses something down there. Something big.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
I'm going to enter.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough, but what of the astral prism? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane!
The lash of Thor!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands.
Gale, you cannot do this. You can't condemn us to death.
What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counseled my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance.
Trust me, Gale. We'll find another way.
I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra. I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so... very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Helm preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Orderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
I'm here to snuff out this whole evil plot, and you along with it.
Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
You are planning on betraying your allies?
Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
So long as Nightsong's in that cage, Ketheric will keep getting back up.
swords meet sorcery. One can't always be a gentleman. Certainly. Death is but a word away. Quite equal fact.
Count on me.
Have you not learned? I am beyond death, fool! Focus your attack, soldiers!
Resus Abunda!
Watch this!
Back in your cage! Focus your attack, soldiers!
Break them.
I speak, they burn. Good move. Tormentor!
Ooh, fun.
Focus your attack, soldiers!
to keep going.
Creator, destroyer. Torment.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
It is no matter, for I am death, and I am not the end. I am the beginning.
By Mistress Silken Tresses.
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
The last board is set.
I'm going to enjoy this.
One life to my life. Sustain me, slave.
these mortals be?
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Now, we pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed! You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Nothing left but ash and bone. Fitting end to the chosen of Merkel.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Let's get going.
Well, some rest's better than none.
Something good here, I hope.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it, our enemies are formidable.
How is it that you're able to leave the astral prism now?
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With the brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese? These Chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
Do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know. Lord Enver Gortash. An arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me. But the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder.
Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the Chosen of the Dead Three.
Chosen of the Dead Three?
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer.
They are known to pick from their most devout followers a Chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy.
But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
What hope do we have if the gods themselves are involved?
Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate.
Within the city, an Elder Brain brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers.
All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's Chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the Chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance to strike comes, you must take it. For there may only be one chance.
Aw, the crumpled note says, Papa, I love you. Love from Iz.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the Absolute. How?
It seems he's a servant of Bane, as Ketheric was served Miracle. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him?
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Careful, Karlach, you're burning up.
You bet your ass I am. And I won't stop till that fucker is dead.
Quite exhausted. I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands.
You seem to be in a good mood. I thought you'd be more subdued after coming close to blowing up.
Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Back up a little. Why is this crown so important all of a sudden?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Let's just get to Baldur's Gate first of all.
Indeed. The journey awaits. One foot in front of the other is tried and true, I find. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
I want to have a word.
A curse lifted. The dead three allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do Illithids possess souls?
These abominations are soulless, surely.
Correct. Yet, the three amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
I'm surprised to see you. Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one, and as three. The Alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Speak plainly. Isn't there more you can tell me?
No.
And the curse. Horrible than you can imagine.
Try me.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing. Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew, and we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
You'd be most welcome.
We look forward to it. Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
You almost seem like you're enjoying yourself.
Aren't you?
I'm having the time of my life.
It is good to savor the moment of victory. But pace yourself. Our fight is just beginning. When we met, I was licking my wounds. An old bear with her leg caught in the hunter's snare. Now I've slipped free of the trap and rediscovered my claws. It's time for me to hunt my prey. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
I'll be glad to have you by my side.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
I'll see you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelan's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
The Absolute's cult has Ravengard. Where will they take them?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Mizora said you can say what led to your pack in exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
What's the cult of the dragon? I've never heard of them.
A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the dragon Tiamat. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
I'm going to allow Will to share his memory with me.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate, Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while two devils stood witness, and I said yes. One soul for one city.
Surely Missouri doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Missoura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Sacrificing your soul to save the city was a brave thing to do.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye? In the battle with the cult of the dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
And what about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Missoura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
We'll return to the subject later.
I understand.
You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
I'm glad I could help.
Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
If Bowman says I'll be alright, I'll be alright. I just wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here.
You've been so strong. They'd be so proud of you.
I don't feel so strong. Or anything, really. Just tired.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
I wanted to ask about Cazador's ritual. You must be thinking about it?
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
I just wanted to know what your intentions are.
I hadn't really decided on the specifics. Obviously, we could stop the ritual, or not. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare.
Naturally. Who wouldn't be tempted?
Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
You can feed on me tonight if you'd like.
I was just wondering when you'd invite me back for a bite.
I'll give it a shot.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
I'm going to open my mind to that sensation.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The Spear of Night? I thought that was cast into the Shadowfell.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Still alive.